That sounds super cool.
It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
King on the tackle.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And all the way down inside the 25.
Ooh.
That
nigga bag ran straight through that nigga bag.
3 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, shit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that nigga hit like, Oh, I got a highlight from yesterday that I ain't never show y'all. Yeah.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook. And look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Now Jones, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And Out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
On the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
To Josh Jacobs.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Challenges coming up, man.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
1, 2, go.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Okay.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
We are all explorers.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be
getting
accepted
booed?
as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they
stinking
come
it
out
up.
on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Man, I don't want to be a fat-ass nigga, but it
Now a
seems
carry
like
for Jacobs.
Order the pizza.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football.
One more.
Give it to them early and
Only got one more slice, bro.
Breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
I only got one more slice. Hopefully I still have that hoe in the morning. Also, I might not make it. Nigga might just eat a whole pizza.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Need some power cardio, Cam. Finna run some high intense. Oh shit, what's today?
Understandable reaction from them.
Embiid and Simmons went to Atlanta and got COVID.
That the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Josh Jacobs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
New Orleans.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
That should be traffic.
Discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Aaron Jones, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Wow.
On the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd.
No, it was holding. It was holding. I was intentional grounding.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And
shit, yeah, he was. For sure he was when he threw that ball.
Able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Yeah, I gotta watch the tape after
Brandon,
this.
how about that
Trevor
reaction there
Lawrence
from a
balled on his
defensive
first possession
end?
with me.
Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen.
Hard.
Broke off his pass rush, and then get
Oh, yeah,
back
he
to
is
tackle
Seattle.
the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play.
Oh, good shit,
Reminds
yeah.
me of
Oh,
you
look at
working
that ball.
out and seeing that the treadmill's open
nigga
and
stuck.
getting there before anyone else.
And nigga stuck. Get him, coach.
At home,
Coach!
nothing but a shot
Get
at
him.
me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this
2 minute warning saved him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together.
Oh, for sure.
Touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3.
Hell no. Yeah, ask D-Lens about that shit. That nigga see D-Lens said that's how all his picks happen. All of them hoes be popped in the air.
An interesting look there because as
Or off
soon as
his
he
off
got
his niggas'
outside
heads
the
and all kinds of
pocket, I
silly
thought he was
shit.
going to take off and run for yardage. But what often
That's
happens now
crazy.
with these quarterbacks who can move,
That's some Ryan
defenses wanna try
Tannehill
and keep
shit.
bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Type of shit
That
used
made
to
him
happen when I
try and
had
pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tannehill.
It'll
Sorry,
be a
yeah.
Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. No! That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 20! Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 33
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Saints.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Wow. Wow.
He'll drop
Wow.
to throw. This is caught.
Wow.
Doesn't quite make it, taking it within
I don't know what else to say.
Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Niggas is too greedy. Greedy-ass niggas.
Here's Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
How many get 4?
Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time. And
I think I got one of those.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
For a week, bro. See if that nigga can perform in Kansas City.
Set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Bitch, still living.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
And she let it. Let it fan face.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now. All right, folks, eager to get back to this. Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Jason Sanders
set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
My ball, Coles.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
What they upgraded to.
And the Saints first down.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jacobs now. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Deion Jones? Yeah.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Good. Makes the score Saints 24.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Offense.
This is unbelievable.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Brings up 2nd.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 6 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will give to the big fullback Juszczyk, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on. This one is their drive will start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Where?
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game.
No, like where? In Kansas City or
they get
in
better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That catch good for only a couple. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Hunter Renfrow. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Last 120
last.
Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Zone. Where we at?
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Gets through, and now an opening. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first
Hard.
downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The onside kick.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain on 1st down.
That hoe on the screen, bro.
One that hoe. A lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points,
it was 0-0.
Even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
It was 0-0. I had just thrown a pick and I had fumbled the ball.
Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams.
And it was still like, it was still used to it. I'm like, nigga, we way ahead on the advance anyway. It's not like I'm going to be holding it up.
And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Oh, shit.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That shit was pretty good. What you call it?